What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's get into it. This is the truth between the beef with 50 Cent and Big Pun. Who remembers that? Yeah, you young bucks going to school. But y'all who probably was in like baby cribs and walking around don't really remember. This was before 9/11. This was real stuff going down. So during this time, 50 Cent was basically not even on the map. He was somebody known on his block. And he got the interest of Jam Master Jay before he realized that being with Jam Master Jay, he just learned a little bit, made a couple of mixtapes, but he wasn't going to go anywhere. Him and Jay, their direction was not going to work. So Tony Pope heard a mixtape from 50, and they thought the majority of those songs was whack. And there was one song on there that he's like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, this is, like, alright. Like, this is hot. Like, this dude got some potential. So they took him upstate New York, where they do all their little recordings, and they put him in the studio and said, okay, well, let's see what you got. And they got him a deal. Like, wasn't too long after that with Columbia Records, and Tony Polk was going to put him out. And they're in there working. And 50's work ethic is what people seem to omit from him. He's used to grinding. So while they trying to get his craft and skill up for these records, they going through all the beats they had. This dude went through about 80 something beats, made over 80 records, just trying to get better and making hooks and singing on hooks and doing whatever it took, doubling his voice. He was learning the craft and learning what was working and what wasn't. Like, he had a song where he had like a Jamaican flow or a fast flow, and they were like, okay, we don't need that. It's like, we need you to be you. We need this guy right here. That's the guy we need. Don't do anything other than that. So we don't need you rapping fast. So working with him was turning out good. You know, they was making some good records. They picking out the ones they want to use and the ones they don't. So during this process, the Mad Rapper, everybody remember him from Biggie's album. You know, and all the, I'ma tell you why I'm mad, I'ma tell you why I'm mad. So the Mad Rapper was more known than 50 Cent. 50 Cent is an upcoming artist. Their biggest success and what they was banking on with a song what they recorded with Destiny's Child, that was going to be the commercial record. And How to Rob was going to be the street record. So they told 50, man, since you rap about robbing, why don't you do a thing where you just robbing like all these rappers and stuff, but, you know, put us in the song too, so they won't think, you know, this is playful. And then they wanted to put, you know, when the record came out, they decided to go put the Mad Rapper on there because he had just signed a record deal with Columbia. So once he got his record deal, they wanted to put him actually with 50 Cent on there, because they had to take some lines out because they were like, whoa, that's too deep. We got to take that out. So they went and took things out of the beat so that How to Rob could be made and pushed off to be looking like it's a joke. And so the hook, they had Mad Rapper do the hook like, this ain't serious, this is just a joke. You know, it's like dreams of sleeping with an R&B chick, you know, on that flavor, or labels that the GZA made. So this is his version of that. But once it hit Hot 97 and they played it was 50 Cent name was everywhere. I mean everywhere. Because when it first come on, it was like, oh man, the man rapper got a song. And then it's 50 Cent get on there, and then it just crushed everything. It put 50 Cent right on the map to where he stood out, and everybody said, that's 50 Cent. And people say, who the hell is 50 Cent? And then people who knew the name said, I thought he was dead. Then all these rappers had a problem with 50 Cent based on this song. But on this one, we'll talk about Big Pun, because the Pun situation was weird because it was just out of comedy. It's like, he was like, I'll grab his chain and run. He weighed like 400 pounds. How you gonna catch me, son? So people were laughing at Big Pun. And for those who don't know Big Punisher, Punisher was killing the mixtape scene, killing everything in sight. Nobody could stand up to Punisher. He was with everybody back in the day, from Mike Geronimo to Cannabis, and no one could hold a torch to him. Pun was serious. I mean, he was heard out of everybody on this track that had everybody on this one song like a big gumbo pot. Once his verse came, they was, whoa, this Punisher dude for real. I mean, just like that. It was on the Soul in the Hole soundtrack. And he murdered it. It was, whoo, Big Punisher. And I was like, this dude is killing it. Who is this guy? And he wasn't playing around. So when he did the Endangered Species, what was that, back in '96? We had Fire Water with him, Fat Joe, Raekwon, and Armageddon. So all of them were basically on the song, you know, doing their thing. So when this comes out in the Bronx, they like, it becomes a borough thing. He's from Jamaica, Queens, and we from the Bronx. We smashed him. The Bronx is known for being rugged. They like the dirty pair of Timbs you wash and you put them back on and you wash them again, and you get to the point where you don't even wash them no more. You just rock the Timbs. And the tongue is just falling over, and you don't care. You just throw them on and walk out. They your Timbs. That's Bronx. It's rugged. And you are not supposed to be disrespected by anybody from Queens. It's considered an insult. Queens is like, these are the fake pretty boy, cute guys. You know, like, yeah, who are these dudes to come around here and front and stunt? Oh, he from Jamaica, Queens? Man, I don't care. Queens dudes all the same. They don't really break it down too much. Now me, they can have New York. I'm Midwest forever. New York is like North Side Chicago. For those who don't know, it is North Side Chicago. You can't park anywhere, and it's like 12 pounds of bologna into the 10-pound bag. It's overpopulated. It's so overpopulated that it's just too many people. Everybody invading his space. It's like, my goodness. It is the weirdest thing ever, that everybody likes to hang, like, in groups, to where it's just weird. It's just like, man, this looks like a movie. Like somebody's filming a movie. You had a kid riding a bike, and it's like they know everybody. If somebody new walk down the street, they know. They be, where you from, son? You ain't from here. I live right there. I've been living here all my life. Never seen you, son. When you just moved in? No, that's a lie. I see. I watched that building. I watch everything. They know everybody on the block. They know everybody from every household in their neighborhood. Nothing gets by them. They love their block, and they don't like to travel nowhere. And I see why, because you can't get any parking. I don't know why, but they on the East Coast, parking is not one thing that they allow to do. It's like they do not want you to own a vehicle. Because you can't park it nowhere. The trash is all in front of the houses. There's no alleys. I'm like, what kind of mess is this? But anyway, they have these borough wars. So, this Bronx Queens thing was basically deemed as a issue at the time. So, Terror Squad, which is with Pun and everybody, Pun was heated. Pun was, I'm rocking my 88 Diamonds. He was filming a video at the time. And he just had his chain with the 88 Diamonds. Boy, that's my 88 Diamonds. See my 88 Diamonds right here? Yeah, that's my 88 Diamonds right here. That 50 Cent. Dude, I'm not a rapper. I keep telling you, man, I'm going to shoot you. You snatch my chain and run, I'm going to shoot you and see if you can outrun a bullet. You know, so Pun was dead serious about it too. And, you know, there was moves put in place where Tony Sunshine wanted to book this event. Work with Tone and Pope, try to get close to them so they can get close to 50. Now, Chris Lighty and all these guys, Fat Joe, when he was Fat Joe the Gangster and he had dropped that and they was finna do their little album Twins and all this stuff and come out with I Ain't a Player after the success that Pun had built up with him and bringing Fat Joe up to status. Quo, you know, they were like, look, we don't want any problem. The song was a joke. And Pun was like, look, you can't play with me, son. You can't play with me. Something's gonna happen, man. If I see him, man, I'm gonna hurt him really bad, man. I'm gonna punch him in his face. Alright, man, I'm telling you, I'm not a rapper, man. Something's gonna happen, man. I'm gonna have to shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Brooklyn. So, I mean, I'm from the Bronx. So, he was dead serious. He was letting Tony Pope know that this is for real. This is not a joke. I am not joking around. So 50 didn't care. 50 ignored him. Like, I ain't worried about it. No rapper, man. He wasn't. He really didn't care what anybody had to say about the song. 50 Cent did not lose any sleep. But Tony Sunshine and Armageddon and all the rest of these dudes, they was trying to get 50. They was one of these shows that they were doing. And they weren't going to do the song How to Rob. They was going to do another performance, a whole other song that they had. And then Nas got involved and helped neutralize this situation because Nas was cool with Fat Joe and everybody else. So once this show was finna kick off and Nas had his Nostradamus, he had just had Nostradamus was coming out, but he had already dropped his double CD with Hate Me Now with Diddy and everybody else. So Nas was still the big boy on campus. Jay-Z wasn't really at the time. Jay-Z just like, okay, I just dropped my album, my selling 4 million and all that stuff. So he just really started to get hot. So when this was going on, now Nas is getting into the mix, and Nas is somebody 50 looked up to. You know, he started, man, I'm going to take this dude from Queens, I'm going to take him under my wing. I like his style. You know, he get everybody uproar. He liked the song How to Rob. He thought it was cool. And plus Tony Pope, they mainly dealt with Nas. Nas was the one that really gave them the publicity to start working with everybody, to R&B, to hip hop. So when they started working with them, the situation blew up. And then 50 was supposed to be at a show that they booked, and Terror Squad was finna bum rush him and do him dirty. They wanted to do 50 Cent dirty and, try to punk him and show him what was what. Needless to say, a lot of people won't speak on that night. But to say 50 wasn't prepared, they were ready. They were ready for whatever was finna come. And Tony Sunshine or whatever, he was a talker. I said, oh man, Tony wasn't finna do anything. 50 punked him basically. Is the story I got is 50 punked Tony Sunshine. And Pun wasn't even there yet. Pun was on his way. Pun was ready with a tech and everything. He was dead serious. He wanted to do him something dirty and smack him up with the thing. And I ain't gonna kill him, son. I'm just gonna hurt him real bad. I'm gonna hurt him real bad, baby. Yeah. So, he was definitely down for whatever. But 50, like I told you, he didn't care. And Tony Sunshine ended up getting punked in the whole deal. Trying to get all loud because he was trying to set up the whole event so that people would come out there and they was going to try to do 50 dirty. But Nas and Fat Joe and Chris Lighty all talked, and they got the situation squashed. So where Fat Joe went to Pun and was like, man, just kill that. That's not even necessary. But 50 never made a song dissing him, because before that even came out, he had a diss song on 50 where he just mentioned 50 name at the end. Like, I don't diss rap people I don't like. But I told you, man. It's called My Turn. It's at the end of My Turn. He throw a line at 50. But they told him, look, you making money. This guy's not in the game. Do your thing. And right before the album even came out, Pun died. 50 was going to diss him back. He had no fear of dissing him back. But Pun threw that little line out there, and then the album came out like about a month or 2 months after he passed. He passed in February. And the album came out right, I think, the same day or the day before 50 Cent got shot. 50 Cent got shot. That album was out. Dissing 50 Cent. The line on there, 50 was already shot. So the beef was already dead. Pun died with him. So it was an unfortunate incident of how that all ended. So the diss song was out there, and that's why there's no reply from 50 Cent, because Pun has already passed. Rest in peace, and he's recovering from being shot. So, messed up end to a messed up situation. But he was one of the best. And that's how that beef went, man. It's crazy how this world works. I'm out.